Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. A team with a massive history, millions of fans across the globe, and constant expectations of success. But behind the cold numbers in the league table, there is a scenario that worries club officials, the coaching staff, and more attentive supporters. This season, Manchester United lives with a strange feeling. The team wins, but it doesn't convince. Even when results come, performances raise doubts. The squad is inconsistent, loses intensity at key moments, and struggles to maintain regularity. At Old Trafford, United still commands respect, but it no longer intimidates opponents as it once did. The stadium that used to be a nightmare for visiting teams now witnesses more balanced matches, with the home side often under pressure. Internally, the word most used is not crisis, but alert. The coaching staff knows something needs to change. The squad is strong, expensive, and deep, yet the pieces are not working together in harmony. Another major factor is external pressure. Manchester United is not judged like any other club. Every mistake becomes a headline. Every defeat becomes a crisis. Every narrow win sparks debate. This is where the idea of a silent crisis is born. The team is not at the bottom of the table, nor on a long losing streak, but it also doesn't inspire confidence. It feels like a United always one step away from exploding. For better or worse, fans have started questioning decisions, lineups, and the team's attitude on the pitch. The sense of instability grows, especially in matches that should be straightforward. And that is the context in which Manchester United enters another crucial Premier League fixture, knowing that one slip could turn an alert into a full-blown crisis. One of Manchester United's biggest problems this season has been physical inconsistency. Recurring injuries to key players have disrupted momentum and made tactical adjustments difficult. Just when the team starts to build rhythm, it loses important pieces. When players return, match sharpness is still missing. This cycle directly affects collective performance. Without a full-strength squad, United struggles particularly in midfield. Defensive transitions have been poor, and although the attack creates chances, efficiency is lacking. The team gets close, but often fails to kill games when it should. Defensively, the numbers are worrying. Manchester United concedes goals at critical moments, often due to positioning errors or lapses in concentration. This forces the team into late, tense situations, increasing psychological pressure. Another key issue is emotional dependence. When United scores first, confidence grows. When it concedes first, the team feels the blow. The response is not always organized, but rushed and emotional. The manager continues searching for solutions, rotating systems and players, but the lack of continuity makes it difficult. So far, there is no clear best 11 in the eyes of the fans. Some players are performing well individually, but the collective structure still doesn't follow. And in modern football, that comes at a high cost. The Premier League offers no mercy. Every round brings intense, physical, well-organized opponents. Even teams with smaller budgets know how to exploit United's weaknesses. That's why matches against lower table sides often become dangerous traps. United enters as favorite, but the margin for error is extremely small. Manchester United must turn possession into control, and control into goals. Otherwise, it will continue living on the edge, with matches decided by fine details. Reaching this stage of the season without stability deeply frustrates Manchester United. The club knows time is not on its side. Every match day increases the demand for answers. The upcoming game represents more than 3 points. It represents confidence, calm, the chance to silence criticism, and start a positive run. At home, United has the obligation to impose itself from the first minute. The expectation is high pressure, possession, and attacking intensity. But the key question remains, can the team sustain this for 90 minutes? On the other side, the opponent arrives with less responsibility and everything to gain. Teams in this position often sit deep and wait for mistakes. Exactly the type of scenario that has troubled United this season. If Manchester United scores early, the picture changes completely. Confidence rises, the game flows, and the crowd pushes the team forward. But if the goal doesn't come, anxiety quickly takes over. That's when the so-called silent crisis can reveal itself. Not as a collapse, but as a true test of maturity. Winning is not just a mathematical need. It's an emotional one. It's about showing progress, control, and authority. Manchester United still has the quality, depth, and structure to compete near the top of the table. But it must prove that on the pitch, match after match, the season is far from over, but the moment is decisive. Either United turns pressure into fuel, or the crisis stops being silent. Now the question is yours. Will Manchester United respond, or keep living on the edge? Leave your comment, share your opinion, and subscribe for more in-depth Premier League analysis.